Mm-hmm. Hi. So I will tune straight in. Week 1, we were grounding and standing. Week 2, that you just came through, we're opening the chest. Week 3, we're going to twist. And so for the twisting, you'll want 2 blocks and a strap. 2 blocks and a strap. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo, I bow to, I entrust myself to something greater than I am. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I entrust myself to something greater than I am. Something with a larger, stronger, more robust imagination than I have. Something with a greater intelligence than I'm aware of. Rub your palms, sit up tall. I'm asking, I'm surrendering to something greater. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, shake it out. So we'll start standing. Wag the tail, shake out the feet, tap the heels a little bit. And everywhere. When I was away last week, I kept a wooden bowl of petals and just took it around and put it over our lunches and put it over our mats. And there were 48 women, and they loved the fact that you could put petals everywhere. They loved it. So we'll keep sharing the fact that we can make beauty. There was no beauty there, and then we made it. And there was no movement in our body, and then we made it. That we are these amazing forces, choices. We can choose to be inert, we can choose to be angry, we can choose to be upset, we can choose to put down beauty, light. Swing your heel a little higher. So that you start to move across the midline. That your hip moves towards your shoulder, that there's this ringing action through the diaphragm, through the inner organs. 3. Flex your foot, get out through the heel, through the little toe. 2. Just start to move. And then feet wide, hands high, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Little rock, little rock. So I'm lifting the other foot. And I'm starting to lift it a little higher. Find a little bit more balance. Find a little bit of a pause. 5. 4. Opening the belly. 3. 2. And changing sides, elbow to knee, and then that little, just a little float, just to start. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then it gets a little bit bigger. Starting to use the outer edge of the hip, the side waist. A little bit of a float, a little balance. 4. 3. 2. Excellent. Knees soft, bend your left knee and take your right hand down. Finding the floor, finding the shin, bend your right knee and bring it down. If it's too far, find your knee. So fold and unfold. And that sense of rinse through the abdomen gets bigger. Because a twist shows us it's an asymmetry. And we start to feel, is it easier or harder on the left or the right? And as we work the asymmetry, in the center our symmetry becomes clearer. 3, 2, 1. We'll put it together. Bring your right elbow to your left knee. We'll do that twice. And the other side. And you start to put a bit of a bend in the knees, sending your hips back. And can you really start to find the opening at the center? The hips going back. This is grounding us. This is finding the legs and the hips into the floor. 3 more. One more. So that again you can return to swing and see if it's loosened, see if it's opened, see if there's a little more action from the navel to the feet. Then shake out your hands and you'll shake out your feet. And that sense of turning to the right and the left heel comes up. And that's where the hands come up high and they're apart. As I turn back towards the left, I lift the right heel and bring my hands together. And then I turn up and open. Inhale twice at the top and exhale, bring it down. So it's in, and out. Starting to bring that twist through the mid-ribs, the mid-back. Feeling where it's tight, feeling where it's caught. 3, 2, 1. So we start at the other side. Back heel up, right heel up, hands up high. And as they come down, you spin, lift your left heel, palms together. And in, and out. And in, and out. Spreading your fingers. 3. Feeling the twist, the elasticity of your body. 1 more. Excellent. Hands up high. And bend your knees, put your hands on your thighs. And up. So right down the middle. And up. You'll separate your feet just a little bit more. So you can keep your hands on your thighs, your elbows wide, the bend in the knees, or palms together down the middle, coming up and a little to one side. Down the middle. As you come up, one hand catches the opposite wrist, and you start to just deepen into the legs. Open and close. So either hands on thighs, or up and down through the middle. Exhale as you drop down. The breath in lifts you up. We go 3. And 2. And one. And bring it down to hands and knees. The space we've made, child's pose, fold it back. Rock the hips side to side, arms are long. Good. As you come up, tuck your toes under, splay your fingers, knees under hips, round your back, tuck your chin. And just move through the spine. Let your eyes close. Bring the weight onto the base of your first finger and the base of your thumb. And imagine you could spin those two towards each other to spin the upper back open. Five, 4, 3, 2. So you can keep this simple movement or add taking your right heel back and your left hand out. Bring elbow to knee. There you round and there you arch. Change sides. So reach, elbow, reach, down, reach, round, reach. And as you round, the navel comes into the spine. Keep the navel into the spine. Keep steady. So that you're bringing the knee to the chest. Making an anchor at the center of the belly. For 3, and down, and 2, 1 more, knees wide, feet together, rounding, tail down, arms long, wag the tail side to side, and just deepening the crease of the hips. As you rise up, put your left hand towards center and your right hand wraps back, coming up and over the top, crossing outside the pinky side of the left hand and fold back. Rock it out. Draw the left hand back as you come up and circle the left hand coming outside the right. And a little wag. And rising up. And begin to move at your pace. Feeling from the outer hip through the outer waist, the outer chest. Inhale as you sweep back. Exhale as you sweep down. Cleaning house, looking for where is it that this space is needed. Using the breath to release the tension. 3 more. Out of the chest, out through the shoulders. The shoulders releasing the hips, the spine coming long. And wag the tail. And wag the tail. As you come up, uncross, tuck your toes and find your dog. Walk your dog. Wag your tail from side to side. Let your knees be soft. Let your head be heavy. And return, hands, knees, child's pose, then hands, knees, down dog, your pace. Drawing your fingertips in towards the center of your palms. One more round and then we'll meet. Wag out the tail, walk the dog by lifting one foot and then the other like you were walking, opening the feet, the toes, getting it all the way off the floor, really finding the ball of the foot, the flex of the ankle. And then setting your blocks up in front on their bellies or on their sides. You'll know when you get there. And step your right foot outside of your right hand. So my blocks are on their belly, or if you need more space, put your blocks on their edge. And my right knee is outside of my right shoulder, my hips coming forward, my left toe is tucked under. Lift your heel towards your hips. And then toe to the floor, lift off. Keep the hips quiet, knee to the floor, heart comes through. And press out, 4. And down, heel up, and lift off, 3. So begin to really firm the hamstring as you bring the heel in, and then firm the quadricep, the front of the thigh, as you lift off. And one more, bring it in, fire the hamstring, tuck the toes, lift off, stay. Now use your hips to come up a little and down a little. Back leg stays so strong, hamstring strong, quadriceps strong, hips come up, and really all you're doing is starting to press through the front knee. Knee forward, heart forward, hips up, heart up. 2 more. Bend your knee, fire the back leg so strong, stay. Right hand, right thigh. And revolve, hug the inner thighs, firm the back leg, and raise your right hand. And now find a little circle. All the way into the socket where the arm bone meets the shoulder and the collarbone. Turn your palm to face the front. And then set down. And step back, hands to the floor, down dog. Extend out through the right hand and up through the right hip and down through the right heel for 3. Can you firm the hamstring and the quadricep? Can you reach into the arm? Can you settle the first finger and thumb down into the floor and wrap your right outer shoulder back so the whole right side gets organized? You're clarifying channels of energy, and they follow the physical body, the muscle and the bone. Left foot steps outside of left hand. And so little at a time, it's like we're coming home and making the bed and washing the dishes, knee down, blocks at the height that serves you. So you bring your heel towards your hip, and then toe to the floor, lift off. And then knee down, heel in. Firm the hamstring, toe to the floor, firm the quadricep. Knee down, heel in. And begin to make the back leg stronger, more certain. That this connection from your hip to your foot is really you dialing into taking a stand. Holding ground. One more time, heel in. We get a little sloppy in this connection and it really throws us off. And then other people throw us off and then we say it's their fault. So firm the back leg, front and back, and then float and drop. And each time the hips come up, my heart draws back, and each time my hips drop, my heart comes through. I stand in that back heel, the back leg so strong. So there's a clarity. 3, 2, and then keep the leg very strong and rotate, turning around that axis and left hand high. Make little reverse circles. And explore from the strength of the legs, the shoulder opens, the chest opens, the back. 3, 2, and turn your palm to face the front, open, close your left fist, bend your left knee, firm the back leg. And set down and find your dog and focus on the left hand. Base of the left first finger, base of the thumb. Wrap your outer shoulder back, hips up high. Firming the left thigh. So let it settle. The whole left side very, very clear. And giving it time. And then walk your dog. Lift one foot up, hip to heel. And then 2 feet down, big bend in the knees, plant your hands, and just lift your hips, lift your heels, and then take your heels back and down. So bend your knees, lift your heels over the balls of your feet, lift your hips up high, set your heels back and down, drop your head. 2 more. Bend the knees, lift the heels, lift the hips, all the way out of the hands, back and down. 1 more time, bend the knees, lift the heels, lift the hips, back and down. Hands and knees. Set your blocks aside for a moment. And then left hand towards the center, right hand comes up high. You put your right hand behind your head. And you drop your right elbow down towards your left wrist. So roll open and roll closed. And doing all of this preparation through the major joints, through the spine, so that when we begin to move, flowing in through the vinyasa, there's an opening, there's a preparation ready. At the top, raise your right hand high, and then bring it back behind your head and elbow to wrist. And again, elbow up, hand to head, elbow to wrist. 1 more time. Keep your hand up, turn the palm to face the front. And then flattening your feet, take your right hand on top of your left, child's pose, wrap the right shoulder down. And now roll open, wrap the right shoulder up. Right palm on top of left, roll open for 3. And revolve. 1 more, pause, turning, so the knees keep the hips square and the hands draw the shoulders. So we've turned through the spine. Open, close the right fist. Good. And then bring it down. Left hand comes up, left hand comes high behind your head, elbow to wrist, wrap down. Elbow up, elbow down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And left hand, elbow up, hand high, hand behind head, and elbow down. Elbow up, hand high, hand down, elbow down. Roll it open, reach up, bring it down, roll down. 1 more. So as you bring your elbow high, bring your hand high, splay the fingers, hips back, left hand on top of right. Spin the left shoulder down and reach the left hip back. Rise back up, pull the hands apart, rotate through the chest, and reach forward and down. So the whole left side is getting longer. Each time you fold and you revolve the heart toward the floor, and then you revolve your heart toward the sky. And then hips a little bit side to side. And now downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Let your knees be very soft. If you need blocks for your sun salute, set them under your hands. And then hands to your hips, drop your seat back, lift your heart, stand tall. Use your thumbs to drop the backs of your hips, lift your toes, heart up, chin in, organize your upright posture, and sweep high. Palms together, bring it down the middle. And let go. Inhale up. And then knees bend, hands down the backs of your legs. Hands to blocks or the floor. And left foot steps back. Knee to the floor, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, set it down. Taking your time, using the openings you've made, high plank to the floor, finding cobra, peel open, and roll down 3. Feet widen, 2. So you're rolling across the front of the pelvis, and look to the left, and look to the right, and down dog. And the left foot steps up. Find your lunge first. Firm the legs, open the legs. Knee down, hands to shoulders, bring it up. Inhaling. And down. Exhaling. And stepping up. Hands wide, roll your thumbs up, your heart up. You stand up, bring your palms together. And bring it down the middle. And reach up, inhaling. Hands wide down the backs of the legs, fold. Lift. Right foot back. Right knee down. Hands to shoulders, reaching up. Hands to shoulders, folding down. Down dog. High plank. To the floor. 3. You may sustain your cobra. And 2. Or elbows wrap close to the body. Look left. Look right. And down dog. And stay 3. 2. Good. Right foot steps up. Left knee drops, hands up high, reaching up. Bring it down. Step the left foot up. Hands widen, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, reach up. Palms together. And reach up. Knees soften. We'll do it smooth, all one movement, folding down. Lift halfway. Left foot back. Left knee down. Hands to shoulders, reaching up. Hands to shoulders, folding down. Down dog. High plank to the floor. Look right. Cobra. Down dog. Left foot steps. Right knee down. Hands to shoulders, hands up high. Elbows back, chest broad, folding down. Stepping up. Hands wide, sitting down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Look up, and bring it right down the middle. And back, inhale up. Hands wide, sit down, hands down the backs of the legs, folding in. Lifting. Right foot leads, maybe a knee, maybe a lunge. Hands up high. Shoulders up. Firm the back leg, shoulders fold. Down dog. High plank to the floor. Peel open. Look left. Down dog. Right foot steps up, finding a lunge. Firm back leg, hands to shoulders, hands high, hands to shoulders, hands low. Stepping up, folding. In this fold, widen your feet. Weight onto the balls of your feet. Knees soften, seat widens, fingertips to the floor. If you don't reach it, use your blocks. And then walk yourself to the right, as though if you were on a clock, you were walking towards 2 o'clock. And let your left hip open. Walk your left hand a little further. That creating a twist in a fold gives more length. Soften both knees, bring it back through the center, and walk yourself to 10 o'clock to the left. Right hip back. Right hand walks just a little further. Drop your head, rolling the right shoulder down. And back into the center. Deep, deep bend in the knees, hands wide, reach tall. Palms together at the top, lift your chin and then bring it right down the middle. Hug the heels, press the palms. Hug the heels, navel to spine, shoulders low, legs clear and strong. Starting to feel the practice as a cumulative experience. Shake it out. You'll step back. And as you step your left heel down, draw your right knee up into your chest. Interlace your fingers, draw the right knee high. Flex the right foot. Find your balance. Keep the left hand on the right shin and raise your right hand. And now the heart begins to turn. Walk your eyes to 2 o'clock. Firm the standing leg. Turn through the navel. So if I was standing on a clock, in front is 12. I'm turning my gaze, my chest, my heart to 2 o'clock. And my right hand reaches back to 6 o'clock. Through the navel. Through that strong standing leg you made with your lunge. Right thumb points up. Fingers splayed wide. Turn through the navel. And then right hand comes high, gaze goes to 12 o'clock, foot comes to the floor, your hands come down. Turn your palms forward, shoulders down, heels down, toes up, hug your heels. And there might start to be a little bit of spin. And shake out the hands and shake out the feet, stepping yourself back so that you can step right foot, left knee rising. Interlace your fingers over the left shin and take your time, firming the front, firming the hamstring like you were drawing your heel up towards your body so that that standing is coming from your navel. And that gives a little more levity to the left knee. If that's where you work, work there. Or right hand holds the left knee and the left hand comes up high. If that's where you work, awesome. Turn your thumb back. Turn your heart towards 10 o'clock. Navel turns. Left hand goes back. Fingers splayed. So left hand to 6. Heart, chest, gaze to 10. Firm the standing leg. And as you strengthen that, the chest will open. The stronger the low body, the softer the upper body. Navel to spine. Revolving. Left hand high, thumb back. Gaze forward, hands down, foot down, palms spin forward, heels spin in, stand. And feel that there's a little bit of a current moving upward through you. Just wash that out, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweeping up, shake it loose. And the knees bend and the hands slide down the legs. Left foot, right foot to the floor. Peel open and then fold back to your child. And rock forward onto the belly, onto the heart, and peel back towards child. 5. So you're just creating a neutral spine, having turned left and right. We're just rocking forward, rocking back, so that the asymmetry as it works its way through us and out of us, becomes a true symmetry. Right? One more. And down dog. Good. Walk your feet to your hands. As you come up, bring your strap, drop your seat, and stand up tall. The strap is wide enough to come up and over your head. And as you come up over your head, it doesn't involve your face or your teeth. Inhaling up, and exhaling. Get a little bit of a bend, a rounding, a rising. Yeah. That's it. And you start to put it all together. Meet at the top and drop to the right and swing the left hand across the front and up and over. Open the chest. Up and over. All the way through the body. And then reverse your direction, dropping towards left, sweep across to the right, up, over, 3. So the chest starts to change. The spine starts to change. Get a little taller out of the feet. Stay tall. Good. Take your hands behind you. Wrap your strap one time. Hands behind you. Feet hip distance. Sit your seat back. And as you lift your hips, lift your hands. Folding over. Soft knees, long toes. Turn your chest to 2 o'clock. Send the left thigh back. Drop your head. Maybe you can get your nose outside the right shin or the right knee. Center, knees soft. Send your right thigh back and turn your head and your hands towards 10 o'clock. And center, knees bend deeply, drop your hands. Release one side and bring it to a seat. Sitting your heels down. Wash out that seat with the knees side to side. And we'll use the strap here to create a bind through the shoulders, through the chest. And just finish by putting it together. So the legs cross. Put your right shin in front of your left. If you need a little height, get yourself on your blanket, on your bolster. We'll start with the strap behind us, just as we did standing, right? So the strap is wide as your hips, if not wider, so that when you lean your heart forward, your hands can come up, and you drop your head and you lift your hands. So we'll go 3 times. Inhaling, coming up, heart stays away. You turn so you can see. And then exhale, you'll fold. And I do this almost every night before bed. So the heart comes up. And as I fall, you could look like this. You could look like whatever it does. And then the chest comes up. And as you fold, you exhale and you get longer and your heart leads. No force, no harm in your shoulders. Coming through the outer hips, coming through the lines of the spine. One more. And a little bit side to side. And rising up. So I'll take my strap, and if I held it out in front of me, I would turn to 2 o'clock and put the strap over my right thigh. And then I'm going to take the bottom edge, so now I've wrapped the strap around my right thigh. Right? And I hold both ends in my right hand and build my cross-legged seat. Great. Left hand, wrap your thumb down and take it behind you. So now the palm faces away. Take those straps and set them in the palm. So my left palm is facing away from me. The back of the hand is against my body. It can be further towards the mid-back or further towards the hip. And now my right hand comes across, turning me to 10 o'clock, and the back of my right hand comes to the top of my left knee. Arms stay straight. So here's my bind. Nothing changes. Turn your chin to your right shoulder. And now melt your right shoulder towards your right knee. Exhaling as you fold. Turn your chin and reach up and over to the left shoulder. And the back of your right hand to turn left. Lift up and over to the right shoulder. And bring your shoulder towards your knee. It's a big move. You're bound. So you may soften your left shoulder. Soften your right shoulder. Feel this turn all the way up under the jaw. Keep your right arm very straight as you can. And stay. On the exhale, you melt the hips. You melt the shoulders. You melt the face. And then you reach your chin up. Slowly coming over to look over the left shoulder. Now stay seated and just turn to look to the front, breathing in. And then looking to the back, breathing out. Spinning along the crown of your head. And turn. Stay. Soften the inner thighs. Soften across the shoulders. And as you release center, take your time. Release the strap, hands to thighs, and you'll feel yourself continue to uncoil. And we change sides. Strap goes back. Shake out the legs and put the left shin in front of the right. We start again at neutral, hands behind your back, holding the strap wide enough that as you sit your seat back and lead with your heart, you can fold. Again, without rounding, heart stays forward. So if it looks like this, fantastic. As long as you inhale, coming up, bringing prana into the body. Exhale, folding down, releasing the tension. All the things we're holding through the hips, through the spine, through the chest. 2 more. A little shimmy whenever it's needed. Right? So now we take the strap, open it up, and lay it across the left thigh. And take the inside around. So I've laid the strap over my thigh and I've taken the inside strap underneath. So I've looped it around the left thigh and both ends are off to the left. Right hand wide, right thumb turns down. I take the back of my hand to my spine or to my waist and I put the strap into the palm of the right hand. Right hand's palm still facing back. Left hand wide across the midline. Back of the hand to the thigh. So here's our bind. Nothing else needs to do work. Turn your chin to your left shoulder. And then drop so your shoulder drops towards your knee. Left arm stays straight. The first one's pretty sticky. Lead with the corner of your chin. Come up, come up. Press into the back of your left hand, chin across to the right shoulder. Chin up, chin over, and shoulder to knee. All the way through the right side of the neck, right side of the jaw. Bring it up. On the exhale, turn right. In and up. And go again. And keep your chin turned right. Body stays upright. Press into the back of the left hand. And then turn left. And turn right. Exhale, turning back. Inhale, turning front. Clearing through the throat, the base of the skull, the jaw, the sides of the cheeks, the face. Last time. Where is it sticky or closed? The shoulders, the chest. Stay. Soften your thighs, the grip of your hip, let your heart float high. So that when you return to the front, you let go, palms open. Notice. Right to the top of your head. So at a macro scale, our regroup cleared our legs, our base to begin. Then it cleared the abdomen and the chest. And now we're coming all the way up with these twists right out through the top of the head. Set your strap aside, set yourself up. So we will do 7 minutes of our breath of life, and we will do 7 minutes of either seated meditation or Shavasana. So we have this beautiful axis that is open. Keep the channel open. Keep the channel open. Spread your fingers, build your seat as you will, and then the hands pulse. With each pulse, we'll go a sip in through the mouth like you're breathing in through a straw. And out the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5 out the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine you're drawing breath up that central axis. Anchoring navel to spine. Feel the heart on the in, navel to spine on the out. One minute to go. Last round. Hands up high as you breathe in. Chin up, little cup, sip. Tuck your chin, cap that, hug toward the midline, hug up, pelvic floor lifts. Little shimmy up, up, up to the midbrain. Reach into the heels of your hands. Shimmy. Chin up, breath out, hands down, and notice. Keep the channel open. On your inhale, expand your navel. On your exhale, navel to spine. Lightly, lightly, lightly. Feel a gathering of energy at the center as you exhale. On your inhale, from the navel, reach down into the ground. From the ground on the exhale, up into the navel, an anchor. From the navel, up into the crown of the head, inhale. Exhaling back to navel. So inhale down to the ground and back to the navel. Inhale up to the crown and back to the navel. Smooth it out. And as you reach into the ground, the channel extends clear and strong. As you inhale up to the crown, the channel opens clear and sound. Use your attention to clarify the invisible. Two more rounds, just like that. let it go by. Keep the channel open. Thirty more seconds. This channel is the Sushumna. And opening this, clarifying this, gives us clear perspective. Balancing the left and the right, the moon and the sun, the past and the future, the maternal, the paternal, the feminine, the masculine, the listening, the speaking, the resting, the action, the forward, the back. Accessing all that we are, not our habits or routines, but an expansion, a return to our fullness. Keep the channel open. Sweep wide, reach high. Bring your palms right down that midline. And we'll go 2 more times, adding the sound of Om, A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. Inhale, open wide. Om Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, perfect peace. Thumbs to the forehead center. Namaste. And this is how we regroup. This is what I did yesterday after a week away. This is how we regroup. Build your standing, open your chest, rinse it out, and establish center. So we'll have this week of twisting. Unmute to say goodbye, to ask questions.
Hi, thank you.
You are welcome, Betty.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Thank you.
You are welcome.